Missing out on basketball news is already tough. So go ahead and tap that bell icon and let it ring for the latest in Basketball U. This is 5 on 5 Fast Break News on Basketball U. Basketball U. We are back at it again with another installment of 5 on 5 Fast Break News, hitting you with the most up-to-date news in the basketball world. Thank you again for all the support as we look to add more to the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up at the bottom of the video, keeping you locked in with all the info. Here we go. Now, in this lifetime, we have seen some pretty crazy scoring performances. The infamous 100-point game by the great Hall of Famer Wilt Chamberlain before anything was televised. And then we have seen and heard about 100-point games. Believe it or not, a woman has even scored 100 points in the game in only 16 minutes, and she became a legend even after that. Playing in the first women's professional league in the US, Lisa Leslie made a lot of history in the women's game. Then DeJuan Wagner scored 100, who later got drafted number 6 for his ability to fill it up at such an incredible rate. This story about the next 100-point scorer is an interesting one. Imagine playing your best game ever and getting national attention and being seen all over the world. Then from that point on, you are not talked about anymore. Then just a couple hours away, you have an older brother who plays for a Power 5 conference school, and he is the best player in the conference and is being considered for the NBA draft. Kind of makes you think, right? JJ Culver scored 100 points on 62 shots in a win against SW Adventist. His next closest teammate in shot attempts was 3, but that's besides the point. The real question here is, how did you not get considered for the NBA draft after scoring 100 points in a league that wants high scoring? In most cases, it has to do with the level of competition you're playing, exposure, and a couple other factors. And it also helps with the success and exposure of your team. Wayland Baptist's season was successful, but they came up short to a good Arizona Christian University team in the NAIA Division I tournament, where JJ had one less 0 in the scoring column as he had a tough night of shooting 3 out of 13 and only scoring 10 points. Then you have JJ's older brother, who not only was a player of the year in the Big 12 as a sophomore, but also in playing in front of millions on national TV in the NCAA championship game. Unfortunately, the Texas Tech Red Raiders came up short, and Jared Culver also had a rough shooting night, 5 out of 22 from the field. UConn Women's takes the first loss. The senior shows the freshman the ropes. Chelsea Dungy scores 37 points in a clinic of how to come off pick and rolls and moving with the ball, as well as driving aggressively to the rim. Paige Beckers came with it as well, going perfect from 3, scoring 27 points, giving her best effort to keep the Huskies undefeated, but came up short on the road against the Razorbacks, 90-87. It will be interesting to see how seeding will be in the NCAA tournament. The NBA All-Star Game has been delayed to March, but the All-Star voting is now. Fans can vote for their potential NBA All-Star through vote.nba.com or the NBA app or Twitter. All the information on how to vote can be found through vote.nba.com. So vote for your favorite NBA player if you want to see them throw down in March at the All-Star Game in Indianapolis. It's interesting to see a superstar and a former superstar named on the trading block. There are some whispers about Pacers being a contender for Ben Simmons, but just don't see it happening because of his stardom. Too big of a player, and with his agency, his market value goes down going to a small market team. Derrick Rose looking to reunite with former team and coach, possibly, but not sure if D Rose's body can take the pounding of Tom Thibodeau type practices and minutes for rotational players. LA Clippers also in talks about the former MVP, which we feel here at Basketball U will be a better fit. Lonzo Ball's name getting tossed around in trade talks, which is always interesting to hear for someone who has such a high pick in the draft and hasn't gotten to prove himself because of the media hype had him on the level of next coming for greatness for the NBA. Once again, it's on the 5-on-5 Fast Break Trivia. What's the total number of players drafted in the NBA straight from high school? Is it A, 32, B, 41, C, 55, or D, 22? The correct answer is B. There were 41 high school draftees in the NBA draft. But we're going to name a few notable ones, like Daryl Dawkins, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, Jermaine O'Neal, Tracy McGrady, Rashard Lewis, Al Harrington, Darius Miles, Tyson Chandler, Amari Stoudemire, LeBron James, Kendrick Perkins, Dwight Howard, Sean Livingston, Sebastian Telfair, Josh Smith, J.R. Smith, Andrew Bynum, Gerald Green, Monte Ellis, Lou Williams, Connie Hawkins, Moses Malone, Sean Kemp, Brandon Jennings, Emmanuel Mudiay, and even this year's NBA draftees RJ Hampton and LaMelo Ball. We would like to congratulate Stephen Curry for passing Reggie Miller on all-time three-pointers made. Reggie Miller has played over 1,389 regular season games. Steph Curry was only in his 715th career game. The game has changed, and Steph Curry has the three-point shots to prove it. Will Steph Curry pass Ray Allen? We here at Basketball U would say, yes, he will. As this edition of 5-on-5 Fast Break News comes to a close, don't forget to check out some of our other videos here on Basketball U. We are currently working on more content so you can check us out on the daily. The support has been great, and we want to make sure we give you back that same energy by providing all of your basketball needs. Thank you for all the kind comments in the comment section. Shout out to all the new subscribers and everyone watching from all over the world, including the United States, Philippines, Canada, India, United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, Indonesia, Israel, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Spain. We appreciate the support here on Basketball U. Almost forgot, here's another reminder. YouTube.com/basketballu. Our new URL makes it easier to find us. Again, thanks for watching. This concludes this edition of 5-on-5 Fast Break News on Basketball U. We bring you the latest on all things basketball, from college to the NBA to the WNBA. And all you gotta do is subscribe. And remember, someone's always working. Are you?